Joining us on Blitz is Coach Heath Webb, coach of the Lumpkin County Indians. Coach, thank you so much for letting us come up here and talk about your football team and just kind of in general. I mean, we're 7-0 heading into your second bye week, ranked number 5 in one of the state polls, one of the top 10 offense, top 10 defense, best team we've seen here at Lumpkin since 1967. What does it mean to you when you hear something like that and you see those numbers and you see all the stuff you've done and how quickly all this has come to fruition?
Yeah, it's been a lot of fun and exciting for our community. Love the fact that this community that was hungry for a winning football team is getting one. Back-to-back 7-win seasons. You didn't mention that. That's a first in school history as well. Just been a lot of fun and credit to the players for buying into what we do and how we operate and what we believe in. And just really proud of those guys for, turning, historically wasn't a great program into something that we can be really proud of and something that we can build on for the future.
Yeah, we've hit on this. It's well documented, but the hard work pays off. Talk about how that just sort of trickles through the entire program, not just here at the varsity level with the star players, but down to the second string, down to JV, middle school, and the feeder programs.
Yeah, it's awesome to go to a third grade practice and hear them break down on hard work pays off. We've got who we got. We're not going out and getting other players from other schools or anything like that. We're taking Lumpkin County kids and building the program around Lumpkin County kids. There's no magic recipe, no magic playbook, nothing like that. It's all built around hard work. And when you get a group of people, coaches and players that buy into the mantra of hard work pays off and not just buy into the slogan, but to buy into the belief that if we work hard and we do things the right way, there will be a payoff, is a lot of fun to watch and really exciting for the community to buy into that as well. So we've got a lot of community members that are and boosters that are bought into the program and doing the same thing.
Yeah, and one of those things we've seen pay off real quick is the switch from Cal Faulkner to wide receiver, from an elite wide receiver to the quarterback position. What's that been like, seeing him be able to dominate a game in any kind of way he needs to, whether it's just passing the ball 3 times a game, as we saw a couple weeks ago, and then 20-something times last Friday night? Yeah,
you got the dynamic playmaker at quarterback. And a lot of times it's him making the right decisions. 0 interceptions on the season. Mm-hmm. So we called more than 3 pass plays 2 weeks ago against Wesley, and it just happened to come out of his hands only 3 times because he's making the right decisions. And when things break down in the passing game, obviously he can make a play with his feet, which is what he does best. But then last week against Gilmer, they're giving the avenue to throw the football because they're trying to take away the run game. And he makes great decisions in throwing the football and is accurate with the football, 22 of 25 last week. Mm-hmm. So it's been a lot of fun to coach him. It's been a lot of fun experiencing that transition from receiver to quarterback. And he knew the offense, obviously, from the receiver perspective, but to now see it and feel it and operate it from the quarterback perspective, it's been a lot of fun watching his growth.
What can you say about Mason Solons leading the state in rushing, over 1,300 yards, 21 touchdowns? Yeah. Incredible season for him, and not over yet. And he's just seems like he torches the ground he walks on. But what can you say about him and this offense that's ranked top 5 and averages 41.6 points per game?
Mason is the persona of hard work pays off. A guy that worked incredibly hard in the weight room in the off season, put on 15 pounds of muscle. Went to the track team and got faster, and all of that with a goal of being what he is right now, which is leading the state in rushing. And so to see a guy put that much work into it and to see the payoff now is really exciting. Really proud of him, really happy for him. And he would tell you, too, it's the offensive line that makes that thing go. Mm-hmm. We've got a group of offensive linemen now that have started 18 games in a row together. And what a difference that makes to have that continuity on the offensive line.
Yeah, and let's switch gears on the defense, too. I mean, not only, offense gets a lot of the glory, but defense is what sort of puts them in a position to succeed by getting them the ball back and giving them good field position. But 11.7 points per game, it's got to be great as a coach knowing you have a great defense like that.
Yeah, no doubt about it. It's cool to be 7-0, but what's really cool about it is average 41 points on offense, give up 11 on defense. It's not that the offense is carrying the team. It's not that the defense is carrying the team. It's that both phases are playing really well together. Complementary football, which is really awesome. Will Wood's done an awesome job at linebacker. Preston Cox has done a great job at the outside backer. Defensive front has been phenomenal. We don't give up a whole lot of big plays. And we believe in running the football and stopping the run, and that's been the recipe for that 30-point difference each game in our averages to a successful season.
Now, everyone that's following this program knows that one thing this program needs and hasn't had before is a region title, and that's something that they're aiming for. What is this team going to have to do over the next few games to make that a reality?
Yeah, we set that as a goal back in January. When we came back for the second semester in January, we made the goal of win a region championship. It's something that you hesitate to mention, but at the same time, we want to be bold in our goals. And we said it from the beginning that if people don't laugh at the goal, then the goal isn't big enough. And so when people may have heard us put the goal out of winning a region championship at Lumpkin County, hopefully they laughed, because that means that the goal was big enough. And it's something that we want, and we know we got our hands full with White, Dawson, and West Hall coming up. It doesn't get any easier. Each game gets bigger. When you're 7-0, 3-0 in the region, each game just gets bigger each week.
Yeah.
You think, Hart County several weeks ago was a big game. Wesleyan was a big game, and they just keep getting bigger and bigger and bigger. Because your win total grows, which means it's pressure, but that pressure is a privilege.
Yeah, not only the pressure from within, but also you're everyone's Super Bowl at this point. I mean, everybody wants to beat y'all, so those games are going to get even tougher as it goes on. But you mentioned one of the goals being the region title. What are the other things that when you set out at the beginning of this year you wanted this team to accomplish this fall?
So we kind of had our season broken up into two parts. A non-region season goal, which was gain state recognition, which we did. So when we finished our non-region schedule, we were ranked in the AJC for the first time since 1967. So I feel like we accomplished that part of the goal, the non-region goal. And now the region portion of the goal is to win that region championship.
Awesome, Coach. Well, congrats on what's been a historic year so far, and can't wait to see this thing keep going.
Thank you, Brian. Appreciate you, man.